Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War with me, Squawker. Carthage campaign, episode the 106th. And when we left off, well, it wasn't really a good episode last time, was it? We fought a siege at Capua for the dubious Scipii I chose to sally forth and then not do anything about it, forcing me to take the offensive. And all that resulted in was nothing happening. Well, actually something did happen. I made good inroads into the city, but unfortunately I just could not keep the attack up and we lost at the end of the day. So what was left of my army has retreated back to Admiral Mytoni's fleet. That includes Vettius, the cold-hearted, some useless mercenaries who will just be disbanded once they're on land. But we do have our artillery, so I'm glad I still have the artillery. In fact, what I plan to do is have my artillery return to Carthage, and I'll have it be combined with Admentos Corrales' army, since he needs the additional firepower in order to help take the city. I was planning to send reinforcements from Thapsus, but unfortunately it looks like the Brutii are on their way again to, well, deal with me. So, also there seems to be a shortage of enemy assassins. They seem to have wandered off, which is not good. Either way, you will murder a diplomat today. I know that the diplomat is here to give me money, but unfortunately I just don't really want to be dealing with him right now, so I'll just murder him for now, because if anything really I need to keep these sieges up. I don't want to just suddenly lose him, but oh well, he died, and my assassin will now be stationed within Thapsus to keep my people safe. Mytoni's a chola, by the way. I want you to continue moving towards Leptis Magna. I want you to get me a full readout on what the enemy is up to there. As far as we can tell, there are no reinforcements inbound for Nepta. There is an army on the move here, but I suspect he's on his way to deal with Captain Hannibal, so that I can deal with. We'll be at Nepta within the next turn, by the way, ready to take that town. So right, Leptis Magna, it seems, appears quite tough at the minute. Still a relatively beefy garrison, so we might be able to push south if we can get Carthage secured, though, with Corrales the Conqueror. By the way, Bodisham, we need to continue ruining everything for the enemy, so blow up the militia barracks once more. And he did it. Good, right. Nepta's garrison remains very weak then. It should not be an issue for me to deal with. Right. Let's jump back down here. So first things first, Abdesham, I want you to temporarily break your blockade of Arretium, and I want you to move in. Actually, what's he? I don't know what he has. Mytoni's, I'm going to trust you with this task. Move in and sink Decius. We can let Rome be unblockaded for a little bit. Right. See that he goes to the bottom of the sea this time. I don't think it happens. No, he's just going to do the annoying retreating game. Okay. Right. Anyone nearby to deal with him? Admiral Giskin, right. Please deal with him and don't lose. Thank you. And he does the retreating thing again, right. Return to blockade and Segesta. I hate naval combat in this game once more. Right, what are you up to, Pharaoh? You're bringing my elephants over, aren't you? Pharaoh, land and deliver your cargo then. Good, right. So he isn't going to make it up here in time, so I'm going to have to send a force to escort him. Oh, you know what? Get back on the boat. I'm going to put him there. Right, you into Massilla. There we go. Right, that took longer than necessary, but right. That's good. I have troops now in Massilla, and I'm planning to make my move against Lugdunum. What do we know about this army? It's an average infantry army, about what the Julii usually bring to a battle. Okay, what about Captain Case? So what do we know about him? Well, we chased his army out. Britons are still on the move, by the way. Looks like we're heading east first, so we're safe in that aspect. That's good. Lemonium, by the way, will be preparing an attack force once its barracks is done to take Conde Redurnum. Right, Alicia and you two, we're going to deal with the Scipii, well, the Julii soon. Right, you, Chermes, you're carrying an army, aren't you? Or are you not carrying an army? Where the hell is your army gone? Did I send someone else up? Oh yeah, I sent Admiral Mytoni's up. Why? What? Where? Well, I thought it was with Chermes. Huh. I think I've just confused myself. Either way, make your way over. How long is it going to take you to get over here? 2 turns. Alright, I can hold the siege for 2 more turns. The enemy army is tough, but at least it won't be growing, so... I mean, my army here, Admentos Corrales, does have a pretty tough army with him, but after the disaster at Capua, I'm going to be a little bit cautious about what I'm bringing. Certes, by the way, we need to continue recruitment. We need to continue pushing for more Sacred Band and just more everything. The more units we have, the better, because we need to push to our improve farming because I want more money. But we need to push for better things, just bigger and better, more armies, because we need to plan a campaign to retake Italia. Just keep up the Sacred Band recruitment, right? Demidi, what are we up to with you? We need to recruit. That's what we need to do. So recruit some. I guess we could go for additional cavalry. Recruit some additional Libyan spearmen for now. And I'm not going to bother with the execution square because we don't need one for you. Right. Coolio. So we're gonna hold Carthage for 2 more turns. Gonna deal with these guys now though, because they're all on their way. We know what they're up to. They're here to kill me. They're here to get in my way. They're here to ruin my day. So right, you lot, prepare to march out. 1 unit of IB infantry will stay to babysit the city. Looks like we can only get as far as up to Placus Petilius, who can use to stand around and be a nuisance. So we'll attack him, but he'll either summon his reinforcements or he's just going to run away. One of the two. Oh, he's just gonna get his mates to help him. Okay, fine. Placus himself will probably run away, so he's not my concern today. I'm more interested in finishing off Captain Augustus. Now, he is bringing a very tough army. He is bringing plenty of urban cohorts and a fair bit of artillery along some archer auxilia, so he's going to try and stop me from using my big armoured elephants. But if we can knock out that artillery and those elephants and try and keep those triarii away from him, we should be clear to use my elephants and wipe out the enemy. So, right, we're going to get in. So far, just 3-2 in my ratio, by the way. I outnumber the enemy by 1,000 men. This should be a nice victory in my favour. At least that's what I hope. Whether or not that happens is a different case.
Before the sun sinks in the west, this battle will be done. Whether the day goes well is in our hands. Oh, brave soldiers, let us fight well. Now, take up the sword. Pull on your armor. We go to test our courage in the fires of battle.
Okay, man, we've got our orders.
Await my order.
So the enemy will be here. Well, that's where Plax will be. And the enemy reinforcements should be coming from about here. So we're going to deploy on top of this ridge and march from there. And this is a really cool ridge, actually. But yeah, that ridge should actually keep one of our flanks covered as well. So, Poeni infantry, you will make up the front line as usual because of pilums and stuff. So let's get you guys ready to rumble. Basically, I'm going to outright ignore Placus in this battle. He will be here. He will be probably causing himself to be a bit of a nuisance. But really, I'm here to deal with Captain Augustus. We're going to cut his army off as soon as possible. Placus himself will either run away or he will try to charge, but if he does charge, we'll just be on top of him like a sack of rocks. I'll have cavalry regulating and keeping him in check. I'm going to have 2 units deployed down here. So the Sacred Band and you will actually deploy on top, just so then you're already my elite cavalry unit should the enemy try something risque. Long Shield Cavalry will be patrolling down here. And they will keep an eye out for Placus trying to flank us. They're down here and they know what they need to do. Libyan mercenaries, by the way, you are in your usual position of usualness. So let's just get you up here and ready to rumble. There we go. Libyan spears, you need to be guarding the flank. I'll have you guard this flank because that's where Placus might also try to strike us. And then as for you slingers, front line as usual. You know what your guys are doing. Elephant line, we'll have you here. We'll move you in once that enemy artillery is cleared. So we'll have you squad up for now. And then onagers, you also know what you should be doing. You should be basically wiping out as many enemies as you can. You've got a lovely defendable position up here, actually. Perfect for shooting the enemy. So let's move up and finish this off.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived in battle.
And I can't tell my left from right, by the way, so the enemy's actually over there. Right, let's just remove our armies then. Right, you lot, I want you down here and ready to go. You lot, down here, ready to go. Libyans, down here. And then, you know what, you two, kill him. Right. Onagers, I want you forming up on this plateau here, ready to attack. Iberians, I want you here, guarding the way. All units know what they're doing now. Slingers, I want you here. I'm ready to go as well. Cavalry, You will hold position here, keep an eye out for anything annoying the enemy may attempt to do. But for now, we're just moving in. They may try to link up with Placus. I suspect that will be their main objective. So cavalry, we're going to make this one quick. Get in, kill him, get out. No time for like slow marches. I want him done now. We may in fact just herd him towards Captain Augustus, but if he does that, then fine. He can fight alongside his comrades. If not, he can die a lonely death like the way he was always supposed to do, since all he does is wander around and get in my way. Oh, Placus, you were once the great general of the Brutii, weren't you? Thought to be the one who could retake Tingi, or Cirta in fact, thinking you could restore the Brutii's hold on Africa, and now where are you at? You have no army, you're having to rely on a extraction force to come and rescue you. It's just not happening for you. Looks like the enemy general's taken an interest in my cavalry, by the way, or he hasn't. He is riding atop a unit of regular old Roman cavalry, though. They're dealable. But he does have his eyes fixed on rescuing Placus. It seems that this army has come in as a rescue operation, basically. But either way, got right into him. He's collapsing. So my men should be able to wipe him out, kill him, fight him toe to toe. We know the drill. Enemy cavalry looks like it was going to try and get themselves involved in the battle, but they've decided against it. Heavy onagers, fire at will. Except there's nothing for you to fire at. Okay, try and move up and fire at those gladiators. Try and get yourselves into a position where you can start doing some firing. You lot, do not allow Placus to escape. I see him there. He should really have several spears impaling him right now, so please try and make sure that is the case. Come on. He isn't escaping us this time. He's run away too many times. Good. Alright, let them go. Let them go. Our objective is done. Placus is dead. That's all I wanted. With him out of the picture, life is going to get easier for us. Now we just need to deal with Captain Augustus' army. Looks like he's trying to move his artillery forward. Actually, no, wait, he's just leaving. Oh, yeah, I guess it's because they've fucked up their search and rescue mission, isn't it? Alright, cavalry, we can't let that artillery get into position and begin opening fire on us, so I want all of you to move in and wipe out that artillery. So it looks like they haven't got the message about having to run away from battle. Our artillery, you can cease and stop. Oh well. Tough luck for Placus. Wiped him out. Basically, it was like a very noisy assassination mission there. But we saw he was going to get rescued. We couldn't let him escape, so this time he's faced justice. Okay, you lot, form a wedge as you come in for your attack. Because they know what's coming. They're heading for the hills, right? Except the hills are there, where I am. I control the hills. Right, go on, men. Get in there. Kill him. You lot, come on. Got to keep up the speed. You're not coming in fast enough. I know you're winded, but come on. There we go. I've already pushed them into a rout. Kill them all.
These men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
We kill them all. That's going to be a lot of artillery that the enemy's missing, and that's going to put a nice hole in our wallet, or what really? But you know what it'll do? It'll just make their life really, really hard for them. Because that's just a lot of artillery they wasted, and that's going to make me easier on the offensive. Hey, it looks like a giant Star Destroyer, our formation, doesn't it? I've probably said that before, but it just looks more Star Destroyer-y than usual today. Alright, let them run, because my other men will scoop him up now. There we go. Well done, Caelius. You've conquered once more. You've conquered Placus, dealt with him. Now I can focus on conquering Carthage and then Leptis Magna.
Victory lies in your grasp. And there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Well, that's all the enemy did do. They just ran away. Still, a clear victory goes to us with a minimum of losses, and Captain Augustus retreats. Depending on how far he retreats, we'll decide whether or not I keep up this attack. Well, he's retreated to the point where I'm not going to follow him. Not yet, anyway. I'm biding my time. Because he's actually fucking off back onto his boat. Okay. Okay, let's make your way back to Thapsus. We can't afford to be away from Thapsus for too long. The town still has some rebellious issues that we must try and stamp out. Right, so we're good over there then. So we've still got money to spend, got things to do, so we're pretty much sorted in Africa for now. We know what we're doing. We're sieging, we're building, we're recruiting. We do actually have you to deal with. Looks like Burhus the Rebel has turned up to get in my way. I think we had a guy called Burhus in the family and he was useless. So, look, I know you want to turn around and avoid him, but look, he's blocking up trade, he's getting in the way. Have him killed. Or he could just retreat, but either way, he's screwed. It just means I don't have to do a bridge battle, because to be honest, I think that might fuck up the pathfinding again. There we go. Right, so 853 men take on 829. Get in there and do it, my man. Got, you know, I know there's barely a man between us, you know, it's a very close in numbers, but the strength ratio is 20-3 in my favour, so really, this should be a cakewalk for you. You know what you're doing. I mean, ye gods, what dastards would host our command? Swept to war the lumber of the land.
Before the sun sinks in the west, this battle will be done. Whether the day goes well is in our hands. Oh, brave soldiers, let us fight well. And as the battle is joined, remember, my noble soldiers, they have fear in their hearts. Fear of you!
A good speech, my men. Let us move forward now.
On my orders.
Okay. Sacred Band, you'll be the secondary line. Poeni Infantry, you'll be the primary line in this attack. Slingers, you'll be the super primary line because you guys got to do your slinging. So you guys will go here. And you, Meineke, man who can't name his son because it's a really hard name for me to pronounce. You know what you're doing. Okay, Slingers, move forward and attack those peasants. Poeni Infantry, move forward. We got to chase down those skirmishers because all they're going to do is run away. You're going to be dealing with the enemy general. He's currently at the back. Luckily, he leads a unit of skirmisher cavalry, so there will be for you to deal with. It looks like this guy might just be an angry Numidian then. It says they're brigands, but we'll just assume they're angry Numidians, being angry Numidians. Still getting salty that they're lost because they got wiped out by the Brutii because it sucks to be them. Okay, lads, get moving. You know what you're supposed to be doing. We've got things to do. The enemy is not pulling anything forward at the minute though, so that's okay. You two will be dealing with the leftmost flank, by the way. You lot will do the right flank. Slingers can punch through to the centre flank, or the centre flank will collapse, or it'll just do something silly. I know what the enemy might be like. Okay, you lot know where you're going. Everyone has an order. Okay, Slingers, you can begin opening fire now. Got our first hit out against the peasants, wiped out plenty of them. Okay, Slingers, just call it a stop for the second. I want you to adjust your position because we've still got the Poenis just to get past you, so just trying to make sure we don't have any, you know, friendly fire that could be avoided. Okay, right, you're in position. Go for it. Sacred Band, adjust to your marching angle. I want you here now. Don't want you guys getting unnecessarily killed. Just want to kill as many of these peasants as possible because it's always fun killing them with rocks. There we go. Okay, Poenis, try and advance along this flank. Looks like the enemy cavalry's getting a little bit antsy-pantsy as well. Keep moving up, General. You know what you're doing. Slingers, move forward a little bit, by the way. Don't want a Sacred Band killing you off, or, you know, I don't want you killing the Sacred Band off, right? Good, 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 good. Right. Make your move. You lot over here. Looks like the peasants are going to try and attack us, actually, but they're just about to get wrecked anyway. There we go. I think that's just ruined their resolve. I mean, they're thinking about it still, but I'd think at the same time they're not thinking about it. Right, Poenis, begin moving in on these guys. We've managed to break up those peasants. Right, get a shot out against those Numidian javelins now. You lot get there and prepare to do what you need to do. Right, cavalry, you need to move up now and get ready to deal with that general because he's trying to, yeah, he's basically the most threatening unit of a lot, but I want you to try and get in there and deal with him. I know he's put his unit very loose because, well, he's a very loose brigand, isn't he? Anyway, we'll just manage to sweep up these Numidian javelins. Right, sweep them up, General. You know what you're doing. Right, Slingers, keep working on those javelins. You know what you're doing. There we go. Their numbers are just collapsing. Their morale will be doing the same thing. Right, Meineke, how are we doing here? We've got them shaken. Come on, you got to do better than that. So it's always a risk putting new generals in battles because they usually seem to have a very high mortality rate. Alright, I want you to pull out. You've broken them, you've done good. Focus on the general now. Get Burhus killed. He's the pain that must be dealt with. Right, slingers, call it a day now. No need for you anymore. You lot move up on the peasants. You lot keep moving up. You all know what you're doing now. Just chase down Burhus and get him killed now. He's going to try and deal with us. Loosen up as well to match his loose formation. Sweep him up. Or turn around and go and deal with something else. Come on, lads. You know what you're doing. At least you claim to know what you're doing, but right now all you're doing is proving that you're a bit silly. Now get moving. Right, you lot, move up against those javelins. Come on. No time for standing still now. I've got idiots to chase down. Right, there we go. We've got right in there. This light Numidian cavalry should be no match for me. I said aloud as my guy started to die. Nah, just kidding. We're winning. Right, he's out of here.
He's like a frightened child. Now attack and break the will of his followers.
Okay, looks like he escaped us, so he can escape us for now, but you know, he's gone forever anyway. Okay, you lot, just keep moving forward. Do what you need to do. You just go in for an attack, go in for a super attack. Just go for an attack. You know what you're doing. Alright, and all my units are still moving in against the enemy. Obviously, my men, well, these men know that they're faster and more manoeuvrable than a phalanx unit, so they're just giving me the constant run around. But luckily, my cavalry is now just free to sweep up and kill everything in its sights. As you can see, everyone is just now routing, retreating. I've got them sorted for good. There we go. Good job, men. Very good job. You've done me proud today. You've proven that you're useful in my service. Well done, by the way, you peasants, charging right into my phalanx unit and getting earned.
The enemy flee! Chase them from the field and give them no rest or pity.
We'll finish them since they're hanging around on the borders anyway. You lot, deal with them. Slingers, you want to try and get in on this action as well, because you know what, they're fleeing in the direction of my slingers. So right, you lot, stay there. You can get in on the action. You lot, you can stay there as well. You lot, where are you going? You're just adjusting formation. You know you're not right. Well, you can stay there. Okay, right, cavalry, what are we up to now? Finish off the last of those rebel scum. Good, 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 good. Slingers, you know what you're doing with these lot. Just see how many you can wipe out. Just wait for that last little blotch to get killed. They're getting wiped out by my slings as well. Right, general, come in and help out now. Slingers, you know what you're doing. Ooh. Getting slaughtered here, these silly little peasants. That's what you get for rebelling against me, though. You rebel against me, you get a stone to the face. Alright, get another volley in, lads. Ooh, all but two. It's like a bad game of bowling. Right, come on. This one, mate. This one count.
Victory is sweet indeed, and all the sweeter for being so decisive.
Good job, lads. You can move forward to your next objective now. Losses were minimal for us, by the way. Only 20 men passed away. That's what I like to call a successful result. So ends the bloody business of the day.
Victory is ours, mighty one.
For our business is not yet over. Manika, make your way to Serta for retraining and reinforcement, and also additional armour, should I have any hoarded there for you to use. I will check in with you next time. But that's just... Yeah, I know you're out of moves, right? But that's us sorted in Africa for now. Captain Adrospus, by the way, is continuing to move towards Narbo Martis with my additional units, which will be used in my invasion of Italy. Corduba, you are recruiting, but you are not building. Let us work on something better. A siege engineer could be very useful for us, so as we could now recruit even better units. That's going to wipe my funds out, so maybe not. Could go for a Grand Bazaar, though. That's going to take a lot of my funds, but at the same time, that's going to bring more funds in. It's also going to aid with the stifled public growth. Because right now, actually our population is doing very well, so I can afford not to have the population grow, but at the same time, I like to have a nice population. Asturica, by the way, need to get the blues out of you, so let's install some public baths. They might help out, and we'll also increase the garrison here as well. There we go, that helped us, so that'll work. Right, Scalabis, you're also experiencing stagnation. That's not exactly fantastic, but maybe we switch to a growth build policy. That might help us out a little bit. Alright, it isn't. Increase the farming capacity of this settlement then. And that's all the money gone now, unfortunately. So, right. I have no money to spend on my frontier. But I do want to try and move in now. Now, the way we're going to have to do this is going to have to be quite skillful, because the enemy has positioned their forces north and south of the city. And I fear engaging one force will engage all of them at once. So what we want to do is we want to get our forces to link up at a mutual meeting point. Now, Captain Queso is the weakest of the two, so I will move troops from Alicia, where we'll be less likely to draw massive attention. So I'm going to move out. Adable. Shall I have him lead the attack? No, because I don't trust him. Oh, to take the Barbarian Mercenaries, 2 units of, well, 3 units of Poenes. Take the Spanish Mercenaries, take some Iberian Infantry and a unit of Balearic Slingers. I want you to meet up here. So if you make your way down here, and then we'll attack via this mountain pass, so we're there within 2 turns. That'll work for me for now. Masilla, you will provide us with your healthy unit of elephants. You will provide us as a unit of Sacred Band, 2 units of cavalry. Yup Panherdus will lead the attack, and he will also provide an additional unit of Libyan spearmen, 2 of which. And he will make his way out as well, but he will have to wait a turn, because it seems that the enemy is still currently brooding. They are waiting for their next move. So we'll move out next turn, because, yeah, the elephants need to rest anyway, because they've just come off the boat. Right. That's where we can call it a turn. This time's doing okay still. We're going to continue trying to keep the Scipii repressed, by the way. That's what we're going to do. But for now, I'm going to hold off on any further sieges. Admiral Milcarum, by the way, if you want to cause some chaos, feel free to blockade Messana and just basically ruin the Brutii ice trade. Thank you very much. Right. Right. It's alright. We can deal with Scipii another day, though. For now, let's put my efforts back on the Brutii. Because I can't just sit around making up massive killer armies just to wipe out one faction who is way over there and cheats in Siege. Well, they don't cheat, but you know. Still quite annoying what happened there. Anyway, let's move on to the next turn and see what the enemy does, see what moves they choose to make, and see how I can exploit them. I love how a guy gains experience for being assassinated, or at least I hope he wasn't assassinated. Thapsus has broken out in some rioting, by the way, and Captain Oppius is on his way to attack. We'll do with Oppius and then we'll make our way back into Thapsus. Looks like the Brutii are trying to land reinforcements, by the way, in order to slow me down. Spy. This is actually going to limit the amount of time we have now to make our move. I can't get troops up there in time anyway, so... Well, I can get some troops up there, but I'm not sending cavalry, am I? Right. Let's make our moves and make our plans. So yeah, Thapsus is writing, we can deal with that. Path blocked. Admiral Milcarum, your path has been blocked. Who by? How are pirates stopping you from blockading a port? Keep up your pirate work. I mean, we're not pirating, are we? Right, you, my Tonys. You're carrying my armies. You'll be at Carthage within... Why have you just put another turn onto your trip time? You are a big liar, aren't you? Just get over there as fast as you can. Right. Still, what have we got here to deal with? Right, you, since you've been kicked out, I want you to make your way over here and see what we have. So, Captain Tertius has landed a unit of urban cohorts and a unit of cavalry. Captain Gaius has landed a unit of Velite gladiators. Right, that's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with. So, the wise counsel might be to initiate the siege now. And then take the enemy. I have my siege towers, and I know Sacred Band can climb siege towers now. I know they were lying to me earlier, so right. I think we may have to accelerate our plans, but at the same time, there's a lot of urban cohort. But at the same time, they can hold for an additional 8 turns.
Orders?
Perhaps if we were to move a force up to that bridge, and then we can blockade any incoming enemies. We'll leave Captain Oppius for now. Sacred Band, I have a job for you. Take some Poeni infantry and a unit of our weak unit of elephants, and you can also have a Sacred Band cavalry. I want you to set up on that bridge, and I want you to blockade any incoming Brutii reinforcements from disturbing my siege of Carthage. That should keep them at bay for now, unless there's another unknown crossing, but for now that is all I know of.
Forward.
Captain Oppius will be free to roam around for a bit. We'll deal with him later. For now, we must maintain order in Thapsus and retrain any troops who died. And we can also initiate some additional recruitment. So begin recruiting an additional unit of Sacred Band, because we could always use more Sacred Band. Right, what else is going on? Let's see. End of term report. Money wasn't exactly fantastic, but it's still coming in, so that's okay. Faction announcements. Himmelcar Tunis and Cameron Bula, by the way, have come of age. Himmelcar Tunis also gained an age retainer, which has given him additional management and personal security. I'm assuming Jutpan Hades didn't die in that assassination attempt, by the way. In fact, he got a food taster, which has given him additional personal security. So he also gained a chief eunuch, which also gives him additional security and additional valor to his bodyguards. I don't know what a eunuch is, but apparently it's something dirty. Still, looks like Jutpan was someone attempted to poison him, but I guess Jutpan has an iron stomach, or he has a food taster. And Cameron Buller also has a mentor, which is given additional command and management. Right, let's have a look at where Himmelcar Tunis is. Right now he's in Carthago Nova alongside Mr. Buller. So right, I'll assign you a lot of positions and posts in a minute then. I don't want to just like checking on Jutpan Hades. Let's just have a look. So he's also got a pet hunting dog as well who says woof. Chief Eunuch. The safety of one's person must be guaranteed by every means to hand. I'm assuming that's a eunuch jerk. And also a food taster, you know. Death comes in many forms. Must be a sad job being a food taster. Right, well, you enjoy not being assassinated for a while. Looks like the Julii are sending additional reinforcements in, by the way, so we must accelerate our plans. Also Alicia's sulking. I feel like I'm being silly with my strategies right now. And again, if we've got this position held down for now, we could send a bigger army out from Massila in order to attack the enemy with. So I think that is what I will do. You, Hiram, make your way back to Alicia. I'm sorry I've wasted your time, but yeah, I've wasted your time. I can dispatch some troops to deal with Captain Queso anyway, but his army is somewhat tough because he does have Poenis included, right? Some of my Poenis are spent anyway, so right. You know what, Alicia, you hold for another turn. Recruit an additional unit of Poeni infantry and await further orders from me. We could upgrade the stone walls to epic, by the way, but should I do that? I don't know. The presence of Britannians does scare me a little bit. Gonna go for Royal Cavalry Stables as well. Foundry, actually. That'll give us the best armour, right? Build a foundry. We need that. Actually, no, wait. We're still building anyway. Building a merchant's quarter. What am I doing? Right. Construction report, by the way. Lemurnum has a militia barracks in Tingy and Execution Square, so good for you, Lemurnum. Begin upgrading your walls just in case Gaul comes a knocking, and we can now recruit additional Iberian infantry. Whoop-de-doo. By the way, Tydides Gisco is here, so I don't know. Tydides, you can lead the attack if you want. I might have to find another UC, but you know, you can lead the attack on Condate Redonum and act as a buffer zone against any potential Britannian incursions. By the way, Corduba has recruited some Sacred Band Cavalry, Asturica some town militia, Dimidi some Libyan spearmen, and Corral some extra town militia. Cool, right. So, let's deal with factions one at a time, even though the Scipii are a faction I am currently not dealing with. They seem to be on the move. Terentilis is on the move again. He's up to something. I suspect he's going to come over and attack me, but I've got him blockaded, so he can't do anything against me right now. So, dealing with the Brutii. First things first, Nectar. You get back in that city and do what you need to do. They've recruited an additional unit of light auxilia, by the way. How bloody tragic. It's alright, we can deal with those. I have elephants, right? Well, I know I have a bonus against elephants, but we'll be good, right? Get in there. Unfortunately, the gates have not been opened for us, but we could initiate the attack now, because I'm assuming elephants could just blow up gates on their own accord, but you know what? Go for a good old ram just in case. As for you, you need to get moving now. Go and kill Titus Varus. He's been in my pain well, he's been a pain in the neck for too long, so head north and execute him. Right, excellent. So the Brutii are still hovering around here, by the way. We've got lots of artillery still. You re-infiltrate Lepsis Magna, keep an eye on the area, and also get a trait increase because you're now a superior spy. Cool. Right. Still, that's about it that we can do in this area. Oh wait, I have you still. You Actually, you could kill Titus Varus, couldn't you? Ah, no, you don't have that good of a chance. Right, well, you know what? Kill Valerius Vettius, because I don't approve of having enemy assassins in the area trying to assassinate my guys, you know. It's very, very, very detrimental to my plans, so I need a layer of security to prevent silly things like this happening. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. And you can speed up, I suppose you're taking a while. Oh, well done, you killed him. Good, 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 good. Success. Right. Maintain your position and I'll give you another order soon. Right, how are we doing over here? You can make your way to Sirte this turn, so why don't you do that? And I will arrange for your retraining. There we go. And you will move out on the next turn. And you can also provide aid and assistance somewhere. But I might ship you to Europe, actually. That's a tempting idea. A very tempting idea. You could take some elephants with you. I know it's unit queuing, but right. By the way, I'm recruiting 1,149 Poeni infantry. Prepare an additional unit of war elephants. I'm sending Admiral Fera over now to pick you up. Should arrive in time. Cool. Right. Because then, this will be useful for my offensive. Right, Massilla. We're going to deal with Julii now. It's a tricky decision, but look, I don't want additional Julii coming in. I want Lugdunum taken very soon. I have a fort holding the line here. So far, the Julii don't seem interested in it, so we're going to play it a bit risky. I'll leave the elephant. Well, actually, no, I'm going to take all the efforts. So I want all of you making your way out. I will leave one unit behind. So, Balearic Slingers, you're not in great numbers right now, so you can stay behind. Make your way up. Initiate an attack against Captain Publius. We might be able to draw out the garrison that way. Good. He wants to fight. He hasn't drawn out the garrison, but getting rid of Captain Publius will be the first step into capturing this area. So, the strength ratio is 1-to-1, so it's going to be an even fight, for he has quite a few legionaries, but he only has one unit of light auxilia, which means, apart from those, he is lacking in anti-elephant ordnance, which means my elephants should be capable of sweeping in and taking him out. I do lack phalanx units, so I will have to send for reinforcements from militia, which will happen on the next turn. But we want to get the ball rolling now. We want to start taking down the enemy, and I can also send for a few extra troops from Narbo Martius. But for now, let's get in there. Let's make our move. So it's 1-to-1. I outnumber by nearly 1,000 men anyway, so this should go in my favour, I hope.
There are many roads to victory. Today our road lies through the enemy's ranks. Show no mercy as you cut them down! And at the last, brave and noble soldiers, I say this: fight with the courage our people expect. Fight like men!
Right. Fight like men. Do what you gotta do. Right. So, cavalry, let's split you up into two companies first. So we'll have a company of shield cavalry here. We'll have a company of Yutpan's cavalry here, and with eunuchs and food tasters. Okay, let's see what else we have to play. So our 3 units of Libyan spears. Really could have used a 4th one, but okay. So 2 of you will control this flank here. There isn't really enemy cavalry to worry about, but you guys will be good for dealing with the lighter units, mainly the auxilia and light auxilia, so you guys know what your job is. Sacred Band and Poeni, you will take the main attack force route, so you will be here. I am lacking in slingers today, by the way. It is quite kind of tragic. But skirmishers, you will take the front line today. You're going to have to play the role of a slinger. Oh wait, I do have slingers, don't I? So right, skirmishers, you can go back to being your usual useless, usually ignored selves. Slingers, you can be at the front. I am very ignorant of my army composition, aren't I? Iberians, you're at the back providing support. Right, elephants, by the way, you're here and you're doing your thing. Your thing is you're going to rampage through the enemy lines and kill them all. So let's initiate the battle and get going. Right, so as it stands, the enemy has chosen to fortify themselves on this hill. Looks like they're starting to move towards me, but they're not going to take the initiative and basically try and kill me instantly. So they're going to take their position there, defendable position. Very well, granted that. So let's start moving our men up. So we'll start moving men up around here and around here. Put them on the flanks and all that whatnot. Put our guys here as well. Skirmishers, I'm going to try and put you up here as well, just to try and provide some additional flanking support. You will have a cavalry providing a bodyguard service to you as well. Elephants, we're going to start moving up as well with you. We're not going to just sit around and delay all the time. So elephants, I want you to start making your way up this flank and prepare yourselves. Yupan, you will provide support. If we could get those units of light auxiliary drawn out and isolated, we might be able to wipe them out quickly. It's a one-to-one battle as well, so I suspect that the enemy will not retreat. They might retreat eventually, but for now it shouldn't be like an immediate retreat. That's a unit of urban cohort there, by the way. That's our priority target. I thought they were Praetorians, but I must have misread the unit card. Silly me, but right, there is a unit of Praetorians there anyway, so I'm just blind. Still, an opportunity to wipe out some urban cohorts is always a welcome one, since I'm quite bitter about the way they treated me in Capua, so see that they all die. Okay, slingers, I want you to target something that isn't too hard for you to kill. Target the auxilia. They're a capable target to be killed by you. Also, they're on the flank where I've put my elephants, so I don't want my elephants being killed by them. Elephants want to be targeting those urban cohorts, ideally. We need them to just really get in and have a big good old rampage, but we do need to loosen up the enemy forces first, so that's our first objective, really. Alright, cavalry knows where they're going. Everyone knows where they're going. I'm going to just hit the speed up button a little bit just while my forces move up and into position. Okay, let's just slow it down a little bit. Right, so slingers, I want you here and then attacking. You lot, I want you here and then you know what you're doing. You lot, I want you here. Well, I want you here really. No, I want you here. God, your unit's wide, isn't it? And you lot, I want you here. Okay, everyone knows where they need to be now. Skirmishers, they're currently making their way up as well. Iberian infantry, I want you just here. You guys don't really serve the biggest purpose in life, but you know, you guys do have a purpose. Okay, slingers, call that a halt, cease fire. Well, you know, I'm not putting you on fire at will. You can't hit just yet because you guys are pretty pathetic, but the light auxilia has been drawn out, so try and get a shot off against them. Excellent, right. However, it is drawing out the enemy legionaries as well, so we must be careful on what their intentions are. Right now, their intentions are to pull forward, right. Slingers, I want you just to pull back a little bit. The enemy's just readjusting their formation, not coming in for the big attack just yet, but they have spotted the elephants. And therefore they have become very concerned about it, but that's okay, because I can lead them. Elephants, turn around and head this way now. Slingers, come forward this way and try and target the enemy light auxiliary. They need to be gone. Libyan spearmen, I want you here. Other Libyan spearmen, I want you to adjust your formation a little bit. You two, I want to start moving you forward a little bit. Right, we're sending the legionary cohort forward to deal with the elephants. Elephants, have fun with your new chew toy. Or at least, no, don't deal with the auxilia. Come on, come on, come on. Right, some of the auxilia have spotted them and they are sort of lured. Right, I know they have a bonus against cavalry, but right, look. I'm going to trust you to use your shock tactics and kill quickly. So right, elephants, pull in, deal with them quickly. I'm watching these guys, they could rampage at any second. Enemies retreating, right, good. Cavalry, get in and kill. They're going to run back to their home city, right. Elephants, pull out of your engagement and move towards wherever those urban cohorts are. Go on. Aya, butto, whatever you say to make an elephant go on delay. Right, those guys are on the run at least. Right, Sacred Band, move forward. Elephants are just ploughing through the enemy lines right now. Absolutely fantastic performance from them. Either way, managing to surround and kill those urban cohorts. They're a key unit. They're a unit who I would rather not face in the siege. So as long as they're gone, I'm happy. Yupan, can't just sit around and wait in the wings. Come on, get yourselves moving forwards. Right, elephants. My cavalry just failed me big time there, unfortunately. The enemy did try to fight back. Right, you lot, pull out, because I don't want a load of dead cavalry. Alright, elephants have come in. Nice determined charge there. Brilliant charge, in fact. That's the urban cohort just flattened in seconds. Right. You lot try and get in and attack. Can you try and rally your loser cavalry? Because they are being very, very daft right now. Right, enemy's doing everything it can to retreat out of the battle now. These guys did manage to reform, so right, you guys come back. You lot get in there.
This general is the perfect enemy. He does not stand but runs away. Is there any point in killing him?
He's only a captain, so he's useless anyway. He won't exactly get promoted into the Julii's family for losing. Well, then again, that's happened on my family, hasn't it? I mean, I haven't lost a battle, but they did very bad and then somehow still got promoted. Right, come on, you lot. Keep it up. Nearly got them dead. Right. Keep moving forward, elephants. Keep the momentum up. I think that's pretty much all the urban cohorts squashed. Oh no, wait, there's still some left. Right, kill them all. They are getting dangerously close to the battle line now. Come on, everyone, forward. On that urban cohort. It's all well and good killing a legionary cohort, but killing an urban cohort's like the first prize, grand prize, isn't it? Looks like we're going to get away this time. Oh well. We've killed many of them anyway. Julii can now sit around and desperately try and spend all that money I'm stealing off them through blockading to retrain their men in order to prepare for my incoming attack. Still, good performance by all except the long shield cavalry who retreated and routed and were silly. Might just be able to push up and make our move at this rate. Anyone left to chase out, by the way? Let's have a look. No.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Not a bad performance, men. A few more deaths that were necessary, but still, have a majority of our army remaining. Should be able to push towards the city now.
Glorious victory!
Okay, I want you to initiate the siege now. Could he reach us within a turn? He could. I don't know what he's bringing, but we could take the risk and make our move. I could also send for artillery and additional Sacred Band and Paweni infantry, which would be a good idea. Yuppan, I want you to pull out for now. And I'm going to send through reinforcements from Narbo Martius. We've set the ball and we've shaken up the enemy and we've cleared the way. So I'm sending you some additional troops, and then next turn you're going to make your way in and do what you do best. Switch Narbo Martius to a growth policy, by the way. You can begin recruiting additional cavalry if you wish. And you can construct an academy as well, should I need to recruit anything useful. And I think I'm actually just going to play to the end of his turn now. I'm going to call it an episode. Massilla is also obviously in a bit of a bad spot because of losing its general, so I'm basically putting for an additional sewer, and we'll recruit some additional Paweni to try and calm the people. If that will work. No, right, well, I'm not spending all that money on Paweni then. One Paweni and then just make the rest town militia. There we go, right. The town will get over its sulk soon. I mean, it's already restoring some public order. It might just have to have a turn of rioting. Either way, I would rather have a town maybe have a little quick sulk. But then again, I do have two fellows who need jobs now, don't I? I have no navies in a nearby vicinity though to transport them. But right, Buller and Himmelkar. I'm arranging governorships for the pair of you because, let's see, Himmelkar is a governor, even if he's a useless assessor. Carmian, actually, despite the fact he has a filthy mind, he might be useful on the front lines. Carthago Nova, I wish for you to prepare an army for him to lead against the Julii. So prepare some Libyan spearmen, and I will check in with you every turn from now. As for you, Himmelkar Tunis, you'll be actually on your way out somewhere. So before we recruit those, send for a unit of triremes, and we will have him transferred to Massilla in order to take up a governorship there, and he can look after the city, you know, do all those things he's supposed to do. By the way, Cogadunubis of Nemamas has turned up. That's always an annoyance. I have no one in the nearby vicinity to deal with him. Numantia, how's your population looking right now? Still quite a way off from growing. Right, Oscar, you can deal with this one then. Oscar, I wish for you to prepare some troops to ride out and meet him, except your army selection absolutely freaking sucks. So, someone else can do it. Scalabis, Corduba, yeah, Corduba, you do it. Right, Corduba, prepare some additional Poeni infantry. I'll send some Poeni infantry and cavalry. They can go and deal with him. Actually, you know what, this will be your first battle as well. Himmel Cartoonist, well, not you, Buller, make you out to Corduba. You can have the pleasure of dealing with some rebels, because that's going to be your training exercise. Right, cool. Excellent. Good. Adequate. Not good. Shit. Whatever. Right. That's what we're going to call it an episode for today, my friends. So, I hope you've enjoyed little escapades on our own Total War today. I mean, what have we achieved? Well, Placus Batilius is finally dead. We've cleared out some rebels over here, so we should now be able to trade a bit more freely, though I'm going to have to establish watchtowers to watch this area a bit more effectively. And also, on top of that, we are now on the brink of taking Carthage. We've blocked any potential reinforcements to come in, though they might just sail around, but we'll see if the Brutii think of that, or if they just don't. But if they do, then my plan will have worked, and then we will be in a happy position. I could actually just have Bodinal Cart go and sink some of these guys, which actually might be the better idea. Bodinal Cart, sink their escape route. If it means they get to trade for a turn, we may as well just wipe them out. 5-4 strength ratio, don't fuck it up. You've done very well, Bodinal Cart. Right, so now they can't just now sneak around via the seas. They have to stay there, they're trapped. Nice little stroke of tactical wisdom there on my part. Right, that is where we are going to call it an episode. But I know I have money to spare left to spend on my faction and stuff, but you know what, a penny saved is a penny earned. So I'm going to save my pennies, since our income isn't doing too fantastic anyway. So, I hope to see you on the next episode, my friends, where we will be doing more additional stuff. For Demidi, you can also do some recruitment, get some additional Libyan spearmen going. And next time, we're gonna push towards sieging Carthage. We're gonna prepare to siege Lugdunum, and Alicia will provide some reinforcements as well, and then so on and so forth. And yes, I will continue eternally not sieging Capua, but for now, I've got them blocked in, so they can just sit around, and I will deal with them another day. But for now, I will call that an episode. So I hope you've enjoyed, my friends, and I will hope to see you on the next time. Have a fantastic evening.